Hi, my name is Eric Swanson with DuraBurb here in Orange County, Central Florida. And today we're at KDK Performance over on Edgewater Street in Orlando doing a little bit of testing on the dyno with a 2008 Chevrolet Suburban. This is a rather unique truck because it actually carries underneath it a Suncoast Stage 5 transmission, and now referred to as a G-Max. It also has a lift pump from PPE, provide 165 gallons of fuel and keep us at 12 pounds of positive pressure on the fuel filter at all times. As with all DuraBurb SUVs, you can see that everything is in the factory location. This client has made a couple of upgrades, and that's why we're here today, to show you what those upgrades can produce for you if you elect to do them on your SUV. First thing that he did was he added this AFE open element air cleaner to get more air into the engine, allow the turbo to push more air through the engine. The other thing that he did was he ran a 4-inch exhaust system that's a straight pipe. And then last, most importantly, we've got the nitrous system tied in right here. The solenoid is located over here on the firewall. Now, horsepower is a pretty easy thing to produce. It only takes fuel and oxygen, but not just fuel and air. As a matter of fact, increasing boost pressures without doing something to keep the air pressure or the air temperatures down can actually result in less horsepower and be very detrimental to the engine. Well, today what we're going to do is, first off, Rob is going to go ahead and set our DSP-5 on stage 1, and we're going to do a baseline so that we can see exactly what this truck does in a stock format. Okay, Rob, we ready? Now, let's take a look at our numbers. It was a pretty good run. Let's see how we did. Alright, in stock tune, we ended up with 381 horsepower at 3100. And we ended up with about 529 foot-pounds of torque. Now you have to remember, with a Superflow, actually ended up about 540, I'm sorry. You have to remember, with a Superflow dyno, it's very accurate at measuring horsepower, but torque is kind of a funny number. It has a hard time getting a good grasp on it. But we see our horsepower numbers are right in line with what we would expect to see from a typical 365 horsepower Duramax engine. Okay, now we're going to jump to stage 5 on our DSP-5, and we're going to see what kind of power we get after Nick and the guys at Duramax Tuner get done tuning our 08 LMM Suburban. As you can see, numbers fly off the chart, and that's to be expected when we're running these big tunes. Now, as you've probably seen in earlier videos, such as of the black Yukon XL, which was an LMM truck as well, it had a big tune, but it didn't have a lift pump, so it made 500 horsepower, and it did a very comfortable 750 foot-pounds of torque. But let's see how we did here with the lift pump. Looks like we're putting down about 800 foot-pounds of torque, and we're planting right about 500 horsepower. So, oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong chart. Sorry. Where are we at here? 800 foot-pounds, yep, 802 actually. And our maximum power output, pretty nice. Looks like 596, 598. So we could see there's a huge advantage, 100 horsepower advantage to having that lift pump. Now we're going to take a look at an option running a nitrous oxide shot. All right, Nitrous is armed. Yep. Tow haul on. Yep. Well, one advantage of running the nitrous is you get a nice clean exhaust note out the back. We're burning all the fuel now. Remember, as we were saying before, the key to making big power is a combination of oxygen and fuel. So now we've got enough oxygen to get all the fuel in. Now when we go back through and we look at our numbers, see how we did. Our torque jumped to a very comfortable 833 foot-pounds. Looks really good. And our horsepower, looks like we're hovering at a very safe 622 horsepower. So with this horsepower and torque curve, this Duramax powered Suburban can lead a very, very happy, long life. It will also tear the rear tires off of it all the way through first, second, third, and fourth gear. And the beautiful thing about it is it'll net you 21 miles to the gallon on the highway. So, if you're looking for a 600 horsepower, fire-breathing, Duramax-powered SUV, give us a call here at DuraBurb. We'll be happy to get you started. Again, my name is Eric Swanson with DuraBurb. Thanks for taking time to watch our video.